everybody, welcome to another episode of Politics for or with the Average Joe, whichever you prefer. Today, the topic is the fiscal cliff. Let's see here. Obama gets reelected, and then it's back to politics as usual. You have Republicans trying to get their own agenda, and you have Democrats trying to get their own agenda. But the bottom line is, the president is still the president. And Obama still has his final say on what he wants to do. Now, whether or not Republicans agree with that or not, they have to, because he's got 4 more years, and there's no more trying to make him a one-term president anymore. All it's about right now is doing what's best for the country. Agree with it or not, that's the beauty of a compromise. And that's why Republicans need to get on board or get the hell out, because this country needs to move forward, not backward, and that's one of the things that President Obama is trying to accomplish. Now let's see, with the fiscal cliff, you got 2 opposing opinions. You have one on the Republican end saying, raise taxes on the wealthy, or don't raise taxes on the wealthy, and raise taxes and cut taxes for everybody. So what they want to do is cut taxes for everyone. But we all know that's not a realistic solution. What we need to do right now is to cut taxes on the middle class. Cut taxes on people like you out there and people like me over here. We need to do what's best financially for them because they make up a majority of America. And that's what President Obama wants to do. But Republicans are not biting. They're not buying it. Despite on election night when Speaker of the House John Boehner said that he wanted to work with Mr. Obama and he was excited about the future of compromise and bipartisanship, has yet to show. I've yet to see any actual proof of that. And this is their first real test. Because guess what? If they don't reach a deal in this fiscal cliff that they're so calling it, basically if they don't reach a deal with new agreements about the way government will go about their business, cutting spending and doing what's best to lower the deficit, taxes are going to be raised on everyone. They're going to be raised on the low class, the middle class, the high class, whatever way you want to look at it, your taxes are going to go up in the new year. And then we're going to see some serious spending cuts all across the board. Not in just specific areas that could afford the cuts, but all across the area. So, it's up to the government, it's up to President Obama, it's up to the Republicans, and specifically John Boehner, since he is the representative of them, to come to a deal. Americans are impatient. Americans want a deal done. And we all know if one does not get done before the new year, everyone's going to suffer. So I implore Congress, I implore the President to find common ground, to find a compromise. So instead of doing nothing and having our deficit only go up, and having everybody's taxes go up with it, we're not suffering and we're doing something good. And the middle class is benefiting. Just like Mr. Obama's second term promise. Let's lower taxes on the middle class and raise taxes on the wealthy. They can afford to give up a little bit. So why not let them give up a little bit? Okay, the guy won for a reason. It's because the majority of America agrees with him. So let's stop fighting and let's stop the BS and let's finally start to come to a compromise. Alright, so that's my take on it. Thanks again for joining Politics for the Average Joe. This was a little bit of a shorter version, but it's more so just to get the point across that government needs to do something. That's what Mr. Obama ran on, is that he's going to get something done in his second term. And you know what? I want to see it happen. Thanks for joining us again. Keep up with the postings, keep up with the blogs, keep up with the videos. Thanks again.